everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Darkest Dungeon. I guess, like, we're in this weird, I don't want to call it like a holding pattern, but I'm just confused about what to do, basically. We can do some level 5 missions. I wouldn't mind doing some short level 5 missions. That seems really good. Plus 15% chance to bleed skills. Minus 12% heal received. Normal heal is going to be for like 8, so instead it'll be for 7. Like, instead of 7 to 8, it'll be 6 to 7. That's not that bad. The extra bleed chance will make up for that pretty quickly. Those are the only missions available. Well, I mean, let's just look at it, you know, from an exclusion standpoint. We have some medium, short, level 1 missions. If we did that, we could probably get King Ivar to level 3. Big whoop, basically. Then we would have almost... Florence hit level 3. Then we would have almost a full level 3 party to do these yellow missions here. Medium, short. But... are we really going to grind out that far in order to get that done? That's a very good question, I think. It might not be the worst idea to do another one here, but we can wait for, like, a better set of missions. I think we're going to do the short, complete 100% of room battles, just so that we don't lose our focus here, you know? Just so we don't lose our edge. And we're definitely not taking Bear Taffy. Everybody's decked out with some pretty good stuff, if I remember correctly. Like, we just optimized their trinkets for hitting very recently. Yeah, it's good enough anyway. Let's give it a try. It's a short mission. Oftentimes I actually think that short missions are a little bit more difficult. Bear Tabby touched on this on Twitter, but I think that we definitely don't need this much food. Come on now. I think that short missions are a little bit more difficult than long missions. Probably don't even need 8 torches, but if we're gonna take 1 stack, we might as well take 1 stack, right? Because of the fact that if you mess up or you get some bad dice rolls, you can't mitigate for it with camping. Why don't we take like 1 of each of these? Our inventory is so not full because it's a short mission that we might as well, you know, take a little bit of everything. Like the holy water maybe could give us a free disease removal or something like that. We'll see though. Without the ability to camp, I am a little bit worried about stress. There's some backtracking here. We really have to watch out for traps. This is perfect. So if we find this, we should be able to put holy water on the confession booth. The ritual relieves the hero, and he gets stress relief. Well, that's not immediately worthwhile. So these guys have 23 HP now. We can one-shot them. It's got to require a crit in order to make it happen. Zealous Accusation would probably finish the job. Stun resist of 70, but we have 140 as our base stun, so this could work. All right, that's lovely. Stun just came off, but at least it prevented them from doing an attack. Please have move resist. Thank you. That's extremely helpful. I appreciate it a great deal. What's your stun resist? 70, and our stun base, so this is like a 50% chance on top. It's like a 30% chance to hit and stun. So maybe, oh, I should have put the thing that gave him extra bleed. We should just go for some extra blight or something on this guy. Maybe get the KO. All right, or we could miss completely. Rend for the Old Gods is a bleed attack. We did get bled by it, but we're the last unit to go as well, so we can pretty easily take care of that. And this should work. All right. Lucky us. We get to go first again. Easy KO, and then we only have the stress-inducing unit left, so I'm hoping that we can actually land a stun. I'm hoping that we can actually land a fatal attack here. No. I mean, that's effectively 19 damage spread over 3 turns. Oh, if you're not going to do stressful incantation, I don't really care if you're going to stay alive here. It doesn't matter to me in the least, although I can't do anything from this position. Holy Lance from the 3rd slot at least, but try another stun. It only had to do 2 more damage than that in order to lethal, but it doesn't really matter because they will be dead on the next turn. There's no reason to do a point-blank shot, but there's no reason to really not do a point-blank shot since Maul's had already attacked anyway. All right, we are a mess here. There we go. Everybody's back in order. We will take our torch. I really doubt we'll need it. I wonder how this works. I mean, you've burned like literally probably 200 of them over the course of your engagements in Darkest Dungeon, but if you want to learn how it works, you know, I use a computer every day. I have no idea how it works, so I guess I'm not going to shit on you. Thank you for letting me pass by those books. If we get some more holy water, maybe we could purify them. We could light them on fire, but that's very bad for business. We really should have kept our light high. This is going to adversely affect our Crusader, but we'll probably be okay. The extra turn of surprise is important. 95 stun resist, huh? I think we go for the stun, and my reasoning is that even if it doesn't stun, it does some damage, but it did stun. But also, it allows us to get a kill with Zealous Accusation instead, which is basically just a free turn. So I think that worked out really nicely for us. I really wish that we could have stacked up our Blight on the Insatiable Ghoul, maybe this turn. We'll see. Yeah, that's alright then. And there's no point in really going for another stun, so we'll just throw out a Judgment, and we might be able to kill them before they get a chance to attack. We'll see. What's their stun resist is 115 now, so we're very unlikely to get the kill. We need to do 27 damage before they attack, so probably one more point-blank shot from Mathis would make it so we were not at risk at all here. Nice! They are lethal now, basically. Mauls gets to go, so I say we just throw out like a Divine Grace on the only unit that's actually been hit so far. And, I mean, you can go for the KO if you want to, but you pretty much earned it either way, Nick. Can't believe we're on, like, Kate 4.0, but Nick has lived through, what, like, several generations now. Alright. Lucky surprise for us, and, we are out of order, I'll admit. But I'm still pretty pleased with the fact that we got the surprise there. Stun resist is relatively high, but I'll tell you what, we'll still try one, just because, again, it is free damage. We'll go for the one at the front, because we are going to need a point-blank shot to get him down, because he has so much HP. I think we'll go for that there as well, and that should allow a point-blank shot to actually get the fatal hit. Let's go, what's your Blight resist? Not very high. Let's go for the Plague Grenade to miss completely. I rarely do Plague Grenade. It has to be in a situation like that. There we go. We killed one of the shield walls. This is still a pretty good stun. I expected to have a good chance. It did work. I don't like Quarrel, man. Quarrel is so annoying on these units at the back. And we did get the stun and the crit there. I doubt we're going to get the stun on the one at the back. It's so late in the game to be able to stun lock units, but if we actually managed to make it happen, I'd be thrilled. There we go. We actually got all three of them stunned, which is amazing to me. Now, all three of them came off, so I was going to say they're going to get to attack first on the next turn, so we didn't really gain that much out of it, but it's something. We pick up another KO, and probably try to focus down the tank at the front, because point-blank shot is kind of our marquee attack in the next round. At this point, we should probably just start throwing out judgments here. These are on holy enemies, so our holy attacks do a little bit more damage. Yeah, that should put it in point-blank shot, like lethal range. And then Nick will miss again. I don't blame him for that one. Deadweight is dangerous. It pushes him back, I think. And stuns him. So actually, we won't have a point-blank shot coming out here. Probably largely irrelevant. Let's try a Dazzling Light on this guy at the back. His buff is worn off, so he's going to be frozen. This should get the KO. And now we're sitting pretty. This is a totally doable situation without a doubt. We finally landed one of those. They did get blighted. 4 damage per round. So we got to do 11 damage. It's not quite it. Now we need to do 3 damage, and it's not going to happen this turn. Not feeling too bad about it, though, because well, I don't really want to move them, but I'll move Nick. The reason being that if we can have Mauls actually get a turn to heal, that would help us out a great deal here. So there's a little bit of light strategy coming out of Northernlion. You don't see that all that often. That's okay. We might even get one more heal in, so we'll try, but I really didn't think we would.
A victory.
Good. Very good. Not really that interested in all of our, like, fiscal benefit here. Mostly want, just to ensure that we're going to get through the mission just fine. There is no combat back here, but I'm going to do it anyway, just because it's a short mission. I want to milk it for all it's worth. Thank you for ignoring the books. We're about to get into some combat, so I'm going to burn one more torch. We have another altar, but we have no holy water. Very disappointing. High blight resist and high bleed resist, so we just go for raw damage. Nick, you need to spend a little bit more time at the target range, I think. Target shooting range, target practice, wherever it is, you need to spend a little bit more time there. Mathis getting critted by these freaking, you know, maggots here. That's not very helpful for us at all. We have to spend a turn to heal him. It's not his fault. It's not your fault. Zealous Accusation, a theoretical chance for a kill, but let's just, you know, not worry too much about, you know, trying to get the good dice rolls, and we'll just go for the guaranteed KOs instead. Guaranteed if we hit, which hasn't seemed that likely recently, but it is what it is. Blight, super low chance of that actually working. Maybe below 0, actually, but there we go. Some redemption. I'm gonna have Malls try to check out this confession booth. No, Malls. I'm gonna have Malls try to check out the confession booth. Hidden treasure. 250. Not so bad. Alright, you're gonna get back here. And this is what I mean by, like, things can get out of control. Right now, this is a beautiful run. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this one. We gotta watch out. There will be traps on the way back. I think Mathis is our best... Oh, sometimes if you backtrack through the traps, you actually can't take them down. Well, if you're gonna read the book, you know, I trust you. You've been around for a long time. A most unsettling passage. 25 stress. Like, we have to hope for crits now. Otherwise, she's gonna have to do stress relief. Like, I actually... Originally, and I think a lot of people operated in Darkest Dungeon under this assumption, originally I had thought that the shorter the mission, the easier the mission actually was. And in some ways it's true, because you can accomplish your goals faster, but there's a cost that you pay outside of the mission for doing a short mission, which is, if you get stressed, well, let's ignore HP. If you get stressed, you can't deal with that stress anyway but the standard stress relief that you actually have to pay for and take a week out of their days or their rotations for in town. So we're gonna have to be you know, hoping for some crits here if possible. I don't want to touch that. Did I just not spot that on the ground? If so, I'm very sorry, but I thought I would have. Mind you, with 30, 35 stress, we could probably make a case for just taking them out on another mission, but might be better to play it safe, you know? We don't really have that many people left. Don't touch the Iron Maiden. Oh. Stash loot. Okay, well, I'm not as sad now, but it's not that worthwhile. It seems like we've been finding, like, a lot of relics, so I'll tell you what. Let's talk to this thing. Altar of Light. We'll use holy water on it. You have Curried Favor from the gods. She gets buffed, plus 30% damage. It's not that good. I was kind of hoping for something permanent, but it's okay. Certainly. She's not really my main damage dealer, but it's not bad. No surprise here, unfortunately. Tempting Goblet is actually pretty dangerous. This could start to put her on the brink of having her resolve broken. I don't really want to use Point Blank Shot this early. I'd actually prefer to whittle this first guy down a little bit and then use Point Blank Shot as our fatal attack. So, let's find a unit that is not attacked. Either of these ones will do 83, 70, 75, 80. Okay. I'm going to try to hit the shield wall, even though it's a lower chance. We got extra damage, and the stun did work. Next turn, a Point Blank Shot will work. We dodged the Stressful Incantation, which is extremely important. Maybe 2 stuns on the back. 60, 60. Stun resist is quite high, but we can try it anyway. Lovely. Did not expect that to work. Rend for the old gods. Lucky it missed, but we did have a bandage just in case it didn't. And we will, well, crap. They've moved the shield wall back. Alright, I'll tell you what. We'll hit the... Dang it. Hopefully, someone other than Mathis gets to go first. Tell you what, we'll do another slice on this guy right here. There you go. Okay, now we got the guy back where we want him for Point Blank Shot on the next turn. He still gets to attack, though. Pretty likely that he will dodge that. We'll try to throw out a Judgment. That's pretty awesome. Even though that unit was stunned, and I probably should have gone for the Bone Royalty instead. I'm not going to complain too hard because we got the job done. Not quite a KO there, but very, very close. Nick with a blast here can finish the job easily. And then we just got this guy who still does get to attack, and it'll do some damage. Please don't push him back. Aw, dang it. The whole reason I left you up there was for Point Blank Shot to do something. So we will take this opportunity to heal Mathis, because we don't have any camping, as mentioned 100 times. Wicked Slice will put him up at the front. I'll try a Stunning Blow. It has a decent chance, like a 60% chance to land. Whatever. It misses sometimes. That's the way the cookie crumbles. The enemy misses me when they should be dodging me. Or sorry, when the enemy misses me when they should be hitting me all the time, so I'm not going to be too salty about it. And I love it when a good plan comes together. 2 skeleton keys is probably a little overkill here. But we are about to be finished with this mission, actually. I can't believe that we, by taking 12 food, we still somehow starved. That's a little ridiculous to me. So we'll disarm this. Mathis needs to be in the front. Well, definitely these units are going to need some stress relief. Do we have holy water again? We do not. Please don't go inside of the altar. Okay, I'm going to let you do it because your stress is low. The hero's history of sin is too much to bear. 18 stress. You know, not amazing, but It is what it is. Let's have me eat our remaining 2 food before we go into this last room and see what's up. We are going to be able to use some keys here. I'm so thankful that we got a surprise there. This situation is looking very dangerous. Unlikely to get the KO on the first attack here, so I'm thinking we throw out a slice instead. Like we would have had to crit. What is our blinding gas chance here? 58, 60. Those are some seriously nasty dodges. We're gonna go not Divine Grace, but Judgment on the unit at the. Help me. The reason I wanted to do it this way is so that Point Blank Shot can get a KO on the next turn, in kind of like a doable situation. But I'm pretty sure that she's gonna be able to get a KO herself anyway, just with the Judgment. So let's try to throw that out. So there's one. Point Blank Shot will kill the gargoyle if it hits the gargoyle. Eldritch Pull would be annoying here, so I'm glad it missed. Flurry of Claws, the fact that that crit is really bad for stress, but for everything else we're kind of okay. Flurry of Claws. Oh, come on with that horse shit. That is where I start to draw the line. We at least got the KO there. We should stack up Blight if we can. We can only do it on this unit, though, which has the higher dodge chance. But there you go. That's pretty much the kiss of death right there. Just one more attack will finish the job easily. I am displeased. But that's probably a move attack. Yeah. Mathis, though, in his current position, needs to be healed, or we have a seriously dangerous situation. Stressful Incantation. They're going to get stress relief at this point anyway, so that attack is relatively meaningless. We need to heal him up, though. Alright, so she's at lethal damage. We can just stun this gargoyle so we can take some time out of our day to get this shit handled. It would be awesome. Now, I know that this unit has high blight resist, but, you know, we landed a high percentage shot and got it to work anyway. We'll heal Mathis up again, just in case a Flurry of Claws comes out after, like, 2 terrible misses or something like that.
The bigger the beast, the greater the glory.
There we go. That was a satisfying finish there. Inventory's not quite gonna be full. Reveals the contents of the sarcophagus. This is a little bit more money, I guess. Inventory is full, but full of shit that we can't necessarily even take back. I am excited about this, though. Oh, this was what we wanted. Yeah, the plus 15% chance to bleed skills for our Plague Doctor. Short mission. Got a decent trinket. Anybody hidden level 6? I don't even know if that's in the game. So he's afraid of the wield. 15% heal received in camp. That's all right. Precision Striker plus 3% crit is awesome, but only on melee attacks, so it's not that helpful. Chance to turn any miss into a hit. I think that's a little bit of an overrated skill in my experience. I mean, it's nice and it's a net positive that doesn't do anything bad for us. I just wish that it was a little better. It's all right. Mathis is going to come in here. I'm going to come in here. That should take care of our stress there. Nick, we might as well. I mean, I'm not a min-max type guy, but if we want to save a little money, we should put him in the easier ones. And Mauls as well. There we go. So that's like our whole A-team there taken care of. So we're going to be definitely doing some B-team stuff on our next episode, because we don't have a choice. We're going to be doing like level 1 missions. I'd like to do a medium one. Oh, there's a long one where we could go for the Necromancer again. Seems a little dangerous, though. So we'll probably do like a medium level mission with, well, we don't have a healer. We might not need one, though, since we can camp. That would be like Indiana, our Quill wannabe, King Ivar, and, I don't know, somebody in the 4th slot. Do we have like a caravan or a stagecoach jester or something? We have oh, we have another healer. I don't mind taking another healer, even if it's just to fill a like utility role temporarily. All right, let's see what we have a surplus of. Busts are used to upgrade town buildings. We might as well upgrade whatever we can. Deeds are used for the stagecoach, but also for the blacksmith and the guild. So the guild is fully upgraded, and the blacksmith is fully upgraded. What about the abbey? Abbey needs busts. It's fully upgraded, which is telling me we probably should have won the game by now. Bus. Okay, we can get the number of infirmary slots to 3. Now we've got the sanitarium fully upgraded. The tavern is not quite there. It needs portraits, which we have quite a lot of, actually. So we should have done this first, but we'll do it now.
rewards await those who cross the threshold with
All right,
coin in hand.
72% done in the bar. Survivalist. This has got a long way to go, but that's okay. I think that is going to do it for this episode. I recognize it'll be a little bit of a shorter one, but we'll be back with hopefully a little bit of a longer one in the next one. Just kind of like an awkward in-between episode. But for now, if you're enjoying the series, thank you for your support. Click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.